Hi, sugar pies. How's it going? I hope everybody's having a good day. Now, I want to explain something to you first before I jump into this. Um, I'm not sure how long I'm going to be able to do this. My brother hasn't got a hold of me yet, so I'm assuming it'll be a couple hours before he brings the kids over. But anyway, he called and he's been having symptoms that could possibly be Lyme disease. Um he um he went to a local hospital and they told him it was cellulitis or something and gave him antibiotics and it hasn't cleared up yet. And he showed my dad, and my dad works with a guy who does have Lyme disease, and he goes, that kind of looks like that. You might want to get checked just to be safe. So, just to be safe, he's going to like the bigger city hospital, not one of these shitty, like, oh my God, these little shitty small town that we live in hospital type shits. Oh my God. We call it the Band-Aid station because literally you go there and you have you have something, they're like, oh, let's slap a band-aid on it, you know what I mean, that type of situation. So he's going to a good hospital and seeing, it never hurts to get checked out. It could be something small, it could be nothing. He's been on antibiotics. So I was reading up on Lyme disease a little bit, and it said that antibiotics, if you uh, catch it early enough, will cure Lyme disease or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not a professional in this. This is why he needs to go to like a good doctor. So he's going to be doing that at some point, but not yet. So I figured we could do this. I really wanted to jump on here with you guys and do another getting to know YouTubers thing here. We've talked a little bit about Foodie Beauty. Her real name's Chantal. I don't know a whole lot about her, but because I watched Mr. Snowflake, which, hang on, I like his way of his documentaries he does on these YouTubers. But let's see here. Let me get to it. Mr. Snowflake. Oh, but I really like his style of the documentaries he does on these individuals. So yeah. Let me see here. Okay. I'm getting ready here. I'm getting this video popped up. But anyway, just like we got to know Amber Lynn through him, we're going to get to know Foodie Beauty, aka Chantal. Personally, I don't know. From what I know of her, she seems not quite as infuriating as Amber Lynn. Amber Lynn's, oh my God, really obsessed with herself, but Chantal doesn't seem to be that way. I don't know. I could be wrong. I don't know. Anyway, okay, let's look at the playlist here. I want to, because I know who Chantal is now. And I guess she's from Canada originally, and she moved to the Middle East and then But I always like to start from the beginning of who they are. So, like we did Amber and Eugenia. God, here we go. Let's watch this one. The Shattered Reality of Foodie Beauty. I'll pop it up in just a minute as soon as I get it lined up here. Sorry, I'm chewing gum. I'm trying not to chew it loud. Oh, by the way, before I get this started, yes, today I ate out, but I ate a salad and drank a lemonade. Full mango lemonade. I'm not a big fan of mango, but damn, that shit was fire. Oh my god, it was so good. But yeah, I ate a salad instead of a baconator like I usually would get. Which whatever. It's a better choice. It's a better, choice. Than a baconator. All right, hang on. Let me present. Share screen. Here we go. All right, let's get to know Foodie Beauty. Let's get to know her. Through Mr. Snowflake, the handsome devil.
For
He looks
this,
jacked
I'm
in
just gonna
this.
stick with Foodie Beauty. She's somebody I've wanted to cover for a while. I did do 2 episodes of an old foodie series like 2 years ago, something like that. But to be honest, I just got bored. I thought she was just too boring. And it was just so similar to Amber. They were like the same person.
He them through him because he makes it a little less boring.
Overeat, doing mukbangs, trying to lose weight, fail, and I just thought it was dead boring. But I thought I'll come back to it one day. Maybe when I finish Shape by the Algorithm, which I've done now. So I thought, okay, we'll finally do Foodie. There's been lots of people giving me advice on this series. One person said, Amber is the hill to get to the mountain that is Foodie Beauty, which I quite liked. And everybody was telling me that she's crazy than Amber, gets crazier than Amber. And I thought, nah, I've seen the Amberverse. I've seen how she mistreats her pets.
Yeah, Amber is quite dislikable now that I've got. At first, I had a lot of empathy for her and I thought she was just misunderstood. But the more, I don't think that she's like a piece of shit human being. I think people just run with that because they don't like her because she's annoying and she's a narcissist and she has really disgusting personality traits that are nobody likes. But I mean, I don't hate her. I just don't like her. I don't like her. But at first, I had some empathy for her. I was like, oh. But her personality is kind of shit. So I don't really like her. But I don't hate the girl. But if Chantal, Foodie Beauty, is worse than Amber, oh dear Lord. Hold on to your seats, babe.
Partners, everybody. All the lies. It won't get worse than that. It won't get worse than that world. And if you're like me, or I was a month ago, and you think, nah, there's no way it's going to get worse than the Amberverse. What can happen that makes it crazier? Well,
Oh my god, seriously? Oh, I thought it was a ad already, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you serious?" Anyway, I was born on March 28th, 1984. I weighed 8 pounds, 13 ounces. I'm from Cornwall, Ontario. I have one sister. We have the same mother. I'm close to her, and I have two half-brothers. We have the same dad, and since I don't really see my dad a lot, I've actually never met these boys, which is kind of sad. It was very taboo for her to be pregnant in high school at her age, 16, so she was in a lot of trouble with that. My mother and I were on our own, and she was a single teenage mom. She was 17 when she had me, and my mother was 15 when she had her first child, and 15, 16 when she got married for the first time. Crazy how things were back then. But anyway, and we moved away from the family home, from her mother and father. We're living with them for a while. She wanted to move out on her own and do it on her own, and my father was an alcoholic, so she left him and didn't let him around me for a long time until he sobered up. We were on welfare, and but I remember her always, we were always very close to one another. I always felt love from her, if not from anybody else in the world, from her and my grandmother, but a lot from her. A big part of who I am, I've always loved creepy things, even from a young age. I've always liked really creepy stuff as a kid, like Beetlejuice, Are You Afraid of the Dark, even Freddy Krueger, you know. But I've always loved the macabre and the dark and the creepy. Relatable. I was big time goth girl back in the day. I wish I had, I wish I still had my old photo album. I don't know. We've moved so many times, it just got lost in the mix over the years. But oh my gosh, if I still had it, I would show you guys all the pictures of me. Some embarrassing, but hey, it was me. So, but yeah, I was kind of a goth girl for a while. And there's something that happened to me when I was in school. Something very cruel. I never told anybody about it because it's so humiliating. And I don't know if I'll ever be ready to talk about it. I've never told anybody about it, not even my mother. And I think that's partly why I have so much hatred towards humanity, towards people.
Not the easiest start of life there, if you believe her. It sounded like she grew up very poor. She grew up with an alcoholic dad who wasn't really around. It's not easy. But it sounded like she was at least loved by a mother and a grandmother. And she may not have known who her brothers were, but she would end up getting herself a little sister who was 11 years younger than her, Natalie, on that. And I watched as many videos as I could about Foodie's childhood to get all the information. And the one thing she brought up every single time, more than anything else, was food. I don't remember too much about my childhood,
But I know that whenever I was spoiled a lot by my grandparents, and my grandmother on my dad's side would babysit me a lot. My mom would be working or whatever after school. She just remember the food she made me. That's all that I remember, and that comforting feeling about going to her house, and she would sit at the stove smoking and making her sweet and sour meatballs. She made chicken nuggets with this like Diana sauce. I remember loving that. These magic moment vanilla puddings and butterscotch puddings. Oh my gosh, those were good.
Yo, that sounds fire. Some pudding. Oh, I love pudding. Butterscotch pudding sounds good. Chocolate pudding, vanilla pudding, pistachio pudding. I get it though. I understand because I as well find some comfort, especially in comfort food. Like my mom, she's not the best cook. I'm not trying to be mean, but she's not the greatest. Because I like doing it and I've watched a lot of Food Network and stuff like that, have picked up some tips and tricks. And now I'm a great cook. I like my food. And I like my grandma's, God rest her soul, my grandma Sarah. She made really good food, and that's her meatloaf. It was one of my favorites, and I feel like I've replicated her meatloaf as good as I can. But yeah, I get it. I get that totally.
And she would give me some, and then I would ask for more. So she would give me more. I would ask for more until she yelled at me, and she would say, "Sit asilo," like and over and just raid her cupboards. The first thing I would do is go to her cupboards, find snacks, and I think just eating snacks at her place all day long. It would just be food was just involved in my life every single day. It's something that I've just realized not long ago that I have a problem.
Listening to her there, yeah, she admits she was a spoiled kid. Never usually ends well, that. And she would admit later that she had a problem with food, and that problem would follow her through her entire YouTube career. Foodie began her channel back in 2016, and to me it seemed like just another YouTube channel at first. I couldn't see any hints of what was to come later.
Today's video tutorial will be a tutorial on a no makeup look.
She would do makeup tutorials, talk about fashion.
These are 3X jeggings, okay? Nice and flowy, fits me.
Talk about her life. She would show off her cats, all normal stuff. You can't get much more normal than cats on the internet.
They're gonna see, Sam. They're gonna see what you do, Sam. What you do, Sam?
Ta-da! You disrupted our cuddle session, BB Chance. Are you gonna cuddle me? Come here, pretty girl. Pretty girl.
Damn, why do me and these bitches have so much in common? No. We're cat ladies. We love food. We're fat. Well, they're a lot bigger than I am. I mean, I was pushing it. My biggest, I told you guys, I was 310. 3 fucking 10. And I was like, damn, dude, I gotta do something about this. This ain't cool. I finally had my moment and I was like, yeah, I gotta do something about this. And now I'm down to 260, still at 260. I want to lose 100 more pounds. 160, I'll be perfect. That is my goal weight. I can do it. It's just happening very, very slowly. But anywho, let's keep watching.
The channel wasn't exactly setting the world alight. She only really began to get noticed when she did her first mukbang. And like any good YouTuber, once she found something that got her views, she did more and more. Why do you think I'm here doing this video?
What made you start a YouTube? Well, I like to hear myself talk. And I always remembered something a friend told me a long, long time ago when we were at a party. And he said, I think I was like 16, and he told me, you should have your own show. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to create a channel. I'm going to call it The Chantal Show. And I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. And if people like me for my personality and they want to watch me, that's great. You know, if not, nothing. I mean, no hard feelings, you know. I like people paying attention to me. I like having people's attention. I figured that out. That's what I like.
Being massively overweight.
That honestly says a lot. That says a lot. That's one thing we don't have in common. I don't give a fuck about attention. I mean, I would like for this channel to grow and stuff, and I like getting to know you guys and you guys getting to know me and stuff. I like chatting with you and everything, but especially in real life, like, I don't give a fuck about the attention. I used to love getting attention, especially from dudes. But now I'm like, just leave me alone. So that's one thing we don't got in common, girl.
Like she was. Mukbangs didn't sound like the best idea, but there was an audience for it. It's why Amberlynn Reid did them. Hungry Fat Chick, Nikocado Avocado, Life by Jen. All those people mentioned there clearly.
Life by Jen, that is a sad, sad freaking story. Oh my Lord. I remember watching the videos, the documentary that Snowflake did. I hate calling him that. On here about her, Life by Jen. And it's really fucking sad. If you guys want to watch it, maybe we'll do it. We'll go, watch those at some point. Or you can go watch them yourself. Whatever you want to do, babes.
Really had issues with food. I don't think you can look at Foodie Beauty without realizing, she had a massive problem with food as well.
Drank a whole gravy. Like, I got gravy and I drank it like it was juice. Like,
she did seem quite normal at this stage. She seemed quite nice. Well, she seemed all right.
So, I have to do something right now. I have to take an elevator, and I'm deathly afraid of elevators. I hate elevators. She has a bad cold, and I have to go up there, and I have to help her, so I have to be brave. So,
I remember that the last time, years ago, when I made a video on it, I thought, seems all right, seems fine. I'm not a big fan of people stuffing the face with food, which was her whole shtick at this point. But she did make some videos I liked. She did some singing videos, which we're going to listen to when I stop being a boomer.
Knock, knock, knocking on heaven's door.
We've also got...
Is blowing in the wind.
And I only noticed this one recently. She's got a song by the king himself, not Michael B. Petty. Elvis Presley, take it away.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. You ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying all the time. Well, you ain't never called a rabbit, you ain't
I can't pretend to like it. Sorry, I was going to pretend to like that. I can't. She's ruined it. She ruined the whole episode. We're done. Finished. No, obviously not. I'm only kidding. We should be fine to continue as long as she doesn't do anything worse than that.
He's so goofy.
if you're watching that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, his goofiness makes it tolerable to watch these chicks. That's why I watch him.
Foodie eating away there. And every now and again, we would catch a glimpse or hear somebody else there with her in the apartment.
I already did that. Hi, babe. I'm doing my Q&A. We've been together.
Oh, that's another thing that these two have in common also, Amber and Chantal. They always are in a relationship. Always. It's like they're afraid to be alone. Codependent. I'm sorry, but I feel like that's kind of pathetic. That's kind of sad. If you can't face the world alone without a significant other, I feel bad for you. I do. I know people that are like that. Like, oh my God, like, are you serious? Maybe you should be alone for a little while. It's good for you. Trust me. Then you stop settling for less than what you deserve just because for the sake of like, oh, I have somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But anyway.
It's going to be 6 years in April, I believe. We met on a dating website called Plenty of Fish. I'm sure you guys are familiar.
Oh my God. Yeah, I know what POF is. Oh God. Horrible.
I don't know. I blacked out, you know? I didn't. Do you have plans to marry in the future? Yes.
Lived together in a very small apartment. So when she was doing her mukbang videos, he didn't really have anywhere to hide. But thankfully, though, she didn't mind sharing the apartment with him.
So I'm excited to try this. I'm sorry for the loud noise in the background. The TV.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Sorry about the noise. BB is watching a movie that involves some kind of giant spider monster creature chasing somebody for about an hour now straight. So
what a bitch, dude. Like, do you see, like, go in another room, go in your bedroom and do your fucking mukbang shit, bitch. Like, seriously? Ew. I already don't like her.
I'm today. I'm not gonna lie. That's just, I'm a person sometimes, okay?
We see that.
So I'm gonna cut the video short. I don't know, just one of those. I'm just feeling in a bit. Just a bit of everything is irritating, you know? Like, how am I supposed to film a video?
BB would even appear in a few of Foodie's videos, and he always looked dead comfortable being there.
This is my boyfriend, everybody. And he's going to do my makeup as requested, and he really hates me right now for this, so... Where I've done YouTube videos. I've had a YouTube account for a while, but mostly just to watch videos, like a lot of you. But,
Baby.
Oh.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay.
No, obviously he didn't look comfortable. I was
Poor
just
guy.
being silly. I actually felt a bit sorry for him. Every time she was putting a camera in his, he just looked uncomfortable. He just seemed like a normal guy. Well, normalish.
Fart on each other. We have actually farted on each other. I find that funny. He farted on my cat one time. It's not very nice.
That's another thing that's weird that I've seen, like, recently of her, like more recent stuff of her. Like, I think she has like a poop fetish. I really think she has like a fart poop fetish. And to me, that is fucking weird. I don't understand a lot of things when it comes to kinks. I don't understand why people love feet. I don't understand why people like pee. And I don't understand why people like poo poo. It's weird. But I really think that she has like some kind of like fart and poo fetish. Like, just my opinion from what I've seen.
Now, she may have wanted to marry BB, but there seemed to be a time limit on their relationship.
Do you and your boyfriend want kids? My boyfriend say I.
Hello, Dirte. I just now seen your comment. That's why places like BetterHelp are so successful. I don't know about BetterHelp. I mean, if it helps people, that's wonderful. I hope it does help people. It just, I don't know. Personally, if I'm going to go and get some psychiatric help or anything like that, I'm going to actually go to one. I'm going to actually go meet them, figure out who they are, you know. And I'm not, I just don't know about calling and talking to somebody and like, you know, I don't know. That's just me though. If it helps other people, awesome. Uh, uh, that's fabulous. But for me, if I needed something like that, I'm actually going to somebody who I can get like references from. Like, I could find somebody and be like, "Hey, is this person good? Oh yeah, they helped me. They, you know, they got good energy, good vibe, whatever, da da da." And then you know what I mean. Which that would be more expensive, probably. I don't think BetterHelp is cost a lot, does it? Or I don't know. I see a lot of these YouTubers like promoting it and shit and getting sponsored by BetterHelp and shit or whatever. But I see the commercials for it all the time. But personally, I would not use it. But that's just me, like I said. Anyway, all right, let's keep watching. I feel bad for this guy.
I do, but sometimes I don't. Sometimes I really don't want kids. I don't think that I have the patience for it. I don't think that I don't think that I can be selfless enough sometimes. And if we have to break up one day, I know that's really horrible to say because we don't want the same things in life, then that, I guess that will happen. I mean, that's part of life, you know?
As well as BB, there was another main character who would appear in quite a few of her videos. Her ex-lover and now friend, James, better known as Pete's.
You're so vain, you probably think this comment is about you.
Well, it is.
I don't know how I put up with you this long.
Oh no.
This guy seems like a lot more fun. I feel bad for the other guy because you could tell like he didn't want anything to do with being on camera. Like he did not want anything to do with it. And she was just, he just wanted to live life. And she was like forcing him. And I feel bad for him. Like, thank God he got away from her. Like, congratulations, sir. I hope you are doing great in life and I hope you are happy.
You said I have nice boobs, so.
All boobs are nice boobs.
We gotta move this for you guys.
Hi! Just smack me in the head with an air freshener. I don't stink that bad. Like, I'm not a chubby chaser. It's just the chubbies chase me.
What section is this?
This is the Great Depression, which is also what I call my sex life.
What's his name? They don't give.
Same, buddy. Same. The Great Depression, which I also call my sex life. That's pretty sad, though, when you have a partner and you're saying that.
The turkeys' names.
Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh, you're horrible.
The pair did used to date and even live together, and at one point were engaged as well. But now they were just friends. And I'm so glad they stayed friends because now we get to know Pete's exists in the world. And I don't know what it is. There's just something about him that I really, really like. Who knows? Who knows what it is? So that's Foodie Beauty. That's the world she lives in. That's the characters that inhabit her world. All sounds pretty normal. Give me a minute. At this stage of the research, I thought she isn't too dissimilar to Amber. Mundane videos, a few side characters, eating on camera. I did notice one slight difference straight away, though. She seemed ever so slightly grosser than Amber.
Sorry.
Ew,
On my cheat day.
are you fucking kidding me? That's see what I mean? Like she has like a fart fetish or something. How are you going to fart on camera like that? And like that is filthy. Like if I have to sneeze or blow my nose or like burp or fart or something, trust me, you guys will not know about it. And trust me, when I've been on here, I have had to do those things, and you guys have never known. Well, blowing my nose on sometimes, or a sneeze that creeps up on me or something. But other than that, trust me. Oh God, that is filthy. Ew, nasty. Ew. Ew.
And I'm doing that because I really want it and I'm really hungry. I clogged the toilet. I felt like a little bit of a pain, like a nagging pain down in my roll somewhere. I went searching and there was a Pringles cap stuck somewhere in my roll. Probably was there for like 12 hours.
What? Ew.
Oh, sorry,
what the fuck? Ew. This bitch is gross. Her makeup looked cute. Hang on, guys. I gotta see. I thought I heard somebody pull up. Let me go take a looky look. Nope. I thought maybe my brother had pulled up, but he didn't. So, okay.
Did I say she was slightly grosser than Amber? I meant she was absolutely minging compared to her. She was way grosser. At least when Amber farts, she has the decency to blame it on gunshots.
I put take it. I just heard a gunshot. Did you guys hear that?
Foodie was just in a totally different league.
I had been drinking by myself, bad idea. And I decided to go online. And I had been talking to this guy. He was like, we're looking for another girl to fool around with. We want to try having a threesome. I don't think I should have shown up there drunk because I was like, hey, it's probably so annoying. So, they were the girlfriend was just kind of like, from the get-go, the girlfriend, I don't know what her problem was. If she either wasn't attracted to me, or she didn't like me, and she was jealous. You know what I mean? Because the whole night she was like looking at me like she didn't pay attention to me. She would just give me dirty looks. The guy, I kind of got the same vibe. Like he was kind of just like, almost like he was going along with what she wanted. Couples are annoying when it comes to threesomes. Like either you want to do it or you don't.
Wow, I wonder why they weren't into her.
Oh God, this is gonna make me sound horrible, but I've had a couple experiences with couples like this, and I wish I didn't, because I didn't have this problem like this because they both were extremely into me. Oh God. I wish I never would have done that. I'll just say that, because before we started having this sexual relationship, we were all really good friends. And then it became sexual with all three of us. And then the friendship got ruined. And now I no longer talk to them. And I really love them as a friend. Like they were my best friends. I loved them both. They would come together, or one or the other would come and visit me, and we'd hang out and stuff. And yeah, it was just, yeah. So that not for me. Not for me.
I go in the room and I'm like, do you mind if I get in bed with you guys? So I get in bed And the girl like kind of just shrinks away. And then after a few minutes, she's like, I think I'm just going to go to bed. So I'm like, okay. She's like, do you mind hitting the light when you leave the room? I was like, you invited me here. You paid $120 for me to get here. And you're acting like a total bitch. Like, what's your problem?
You were clearly the problem.
And then the guy was like, yeah, I think I'm just going to go to bed. Sorry. We're just really tired, you know?
The threesome story, or the non-threesome story, isn't what I find disgusting about this. People can be into whatever they want. They can be into poop for all I care. We call that foreshadowing. No, that's not the disgusting part. The next bit is the disgusting part.
I woke up early the next morning. Naturally, I woke up to the feeling of having to be sick. So I ran like through the little hall, and it was a small bathroom apartment. So their bedroom was right there beside the bathroom. I'm like, they're going to hear everything. I find the bathroom, get on my knees, start doing my thing. And this is gross, guys. So it comes out both ends. And I had a skirt on and a G-string. The barf goes projectile all over the wall. The poop goes all over their floor. No towels, no paper towel anywhere in the bathroom. No toilet paper. I took my G-string off, cleaned up with some socks and some clothes.
Ew. This is disgusting. See what I mean, though, about the poop thing? She talks about it all the time. It's kind of like I don't know, is she catering to a fetish type thing? I don't know. I mean, this is vastly different than the content that she does now. I mean, at least this is kind of entertaining, I guess. But now it's vast difference. We'll get there though.
Clothes I had in my bag, and I smelled bad.
A very classy lady. I think we can all agree there.
Why not ask him if you can get in the shower? That's what I would do. If I'd be like, you guys, I was drunk and I had an accident. Can I please use your shower? Yeah, it's embarrassing, but I mean, they're going to know what happened. I don't know.
No, obviously not. Look, when I announced I was doing this series, she obviously wasn't very happy with me.
First off, a documentary is supposed to be educational. There's nothing educational about me.
You cannot tell me this series documentary isn't educational. I've learned that there's somebody grosser than Amberlynn Reid out there. And you might be saying, oh, Mr. Snowflake, we've all gotten drunk before and made a fool of ourselves. And yeah, that's fine, we all have. But have we all had sex with a random homeless man who stunk because we were horny, baby, because we were horny after leaving a club? Have we?
He wasn't too scruffy looking, but he was kind of scruffy, you know. We did it on the rock near the harbor. He didn't smell too homeless, like, you know, he smelled a little bit like malt vinegar, but
if foodie beauty isn't the definition of class, I don't know what is. I don't want to know what class is if it isn't a...
Oh my God.
I'm not the biggest fan, like I say, of watching people stuff their face with food and munching away. You wouldn't know that by the history of videos I've done before. But I'm not a big fan, even if they're just... It's when they're talking. Even if it's a boring story, or if it's a story about pooping on walls and cleaning it up with socks. Brilliant story. I'm not a fan of watching people eat and talk. But she loved it. She loved the food. It got her the attention she wanted. But she was always changing her mind about her lifestyle.
on the days that I don't do mukbangs, I'm gonna eat very little, and whatever I eat is gonna be healthy. And I'm gonna be starting a workout routine, get my ass in shape.
Whenever there's an overweight
she got those nails from Walmart, just saying, because I had the same ones before. Those are press-ons she got from Walmart. I just wanted to say that because I thought they were cute. And yeah, I had the same ones. Y'all know I'm a cheap gal. I do my own nails. I do my own toenails.
Mukbanger telling me they're going to lose weight whilst stuffing their face, I think, no, you won't. Or when they say, my diet starts Monday, it's not going to, is it? The clips I use there are from 2017, 18, 19, about then. And I'm making this series in 2024. Spoilers, she's lost no weight. I could make another series in 2028, and if she's still alive, she won't have lost any weight then. And yeah, an overweight mukbanger struggling to lose weight isn't anything new, especially for this channel. Having them lie to their audience, that's nothing new as well.
So I haven't been completely honest with you guys. I've been hiding some binges I did have. I guess that makes me a liar.
I've not called her a liar there. That's all her words.
You know, addicts are liars. Addicts are liars, manipulators.
I've not called her a manipulator. Again, that's all her.
I'm really angry that I was so weak.
Again, I've not called her weak. They're her words. There is a bit of self-awareness there. She knows that she's a weak, manipulating liar.
So this is going to be a video of me owning some lies.
I feel like I need to kind of admit to some things that I have lied about.
Can you see why at this stage I thought her and Amber were basically the same person? They're almost identical. One of the big lies that stood out for me, though, at this stage was when she pretended she was a vegan. I like that one.
I have been binging. And I've been binging on dairy and chicken.
She would try the keto diet, vegan diet, everything. She tried every diet and none of it worked. It's not like she didn't have medical professionals helping her. She had loads of people helping her, and every time she thought she knew best. But imagine being morbidly obese, death, morbidly obese, and thinking you know better than the medical professionals who are telling you exactly how to lose the weight. Probably the most ridiculous one for me is when she thought, I'm not going to lose weight by listening to medical professionals, but instead...
I picked up the medical medium book, and yes, the medical medium is... He apparently he's a medium, so he has a spirit guide who tells him what would make someone healthy, how they should eat, etc. So, number one, I
don't know how I feel about that. You guys know that I'm spiritually and, I believe in that stuff, but I don't know. That sounds kind of scammy, but hello, Susan. Yes, we are live. We are always live when we do stuff like this. Hope you are doing well, my dear. Thank you for popping in. We're getting to know Foodie Beauty here, Chantal, another YouTube character. Quite a character, indeed. Is her hair like... Oh, I feel bad for ladies that happens to. That sucks. But anyway.
I don't think that people should just completely dismiss somebody who has over 1 million followers.
Logan Paul has well over 1 million followers. Boogie has millions of followers. Doesn't mean they know what they're talking about. If I ever get to over 1 million followers, subscribe now. I don't know what I'm talking about. Don't just listen to people because they've got followers. Charles Manson had followers. I know I've come to the foodieverse much later than everybody else probably watching this has. But even if I was watching this in real time, I'm sure I would have known that the medical medium wasn't going to do it for her. Her food addiction, she would tell us, would make her do things like manipulate her audience. And that food addiction would also make her do more prostitute-y things.
I got desperate and called one of my lovers. I won't say which one, but I might not even remember which one. Oh, yes, I do. And anyway, this is bad.
for?
This is like low-key prostitution, but I offered him foreplay if he would come over and bring me a couple of Whoppers. I think it was Whopper Wednesday.
Oh my God. Girl, you fuck for a couple cheeseburgers? Girl. That's like the equivalent of being like a heroin junkie and fucking for some dope or something. Oh my God, that I've never, dudes, you know that I've been an addict. I've never traded sexual favors for dope. Ever. Ever. That's one thing I would not stoop to. I'd just go without before I would do that because it just, oh God, it's gross.
Believe it or not, this isn't even the bad stuff in the foodieverse. But just like all the other mukbang channels I've mentioned there, Foodie would hate it when our audience would do exactly what she asked them to do.
I'm saying this to you guys for accountability. I want you to help me through this journey. I really want to see this through.
If I fall off the wagon on my diet, so shoot me. You know, like I'm trying here. You don't like it? Watch something else.
I'm going to be starting treatment for my eating disorder. So, should go without saying that there won't be any more mukbangs.
You come here for food, you come here for story. You don't come here to criticize. Welcome to day one.
Have a McFlurry Oreo. And I don't want to hear it. I want a McDonald's today, okay?
Foodie at this stage, to me, nothing unique. Just another lazy person who thought she was a hard worker.
And yes, it's just eating, but it still takes a lot of work, okay? I work almost all day on YouTube.
She always seemed to be telling that.
Oh my God, girl, are you serious? Her eyebrows look good though. It doesn't take a lot of work to sit in front of your computer and eat food and then upload it. Unless she like edits them. I don't know. Editing is a little bit of work, you know. That's why I don't really do it. I'm someday I will. But I'd rather have an editor and be like, hey, here's the shit, edit it for me. Personally, but I don't know. Maybe someday I'll learn.
Audience off with his angry, bitter tone. And she was just an angry person in general.
You know what annoys me even more than that is probably that I can be like, probably my anger. I anger very quickly and I'm impulsive. So my anger and impulsiveness.
At least she was self-aware enough to realize she had an anger problem and that she was too impulsive. But even being self-aware enough to notice that, she wasn't smart enough to do anything about it. Someone would even go on to create the Chantal cycle. She would start a new weight loss journey, fail, then take it out on her audience, tell us she was done with weight loss, then she'd be upset, telling us she needed to change, and on it went, just never learning from her mistakes.
I know Amberlynn's going through the same thing with her eating disorder. People are waiting for her to come back like piranhas, and they're waiting for her to say, I've failed, I've relapsed. And when you have an addiction, you relapse. And even if she's not getting the help she needs right now, and I don't feel like you should shame and hate on somebody who's going through that.
I'll never understand these channels that do that. And there's loads of them, it's not just her. I'd say, come on, guys, come be invested in my journey. Oh, you're invested in my journey. Screw you. Why? They do it over and over. It boggles.
That makes absolutely no sense at all.
It makes me cringe when I hear one of these channels say they're gonna do it this time or they're starting a new journey, because well, we all know how it's gonna end.
I'm still on a weight loss journey. Not predominantly. I'm not gonna say I gave up completely, because I'm still maintaining.
There is a lot of personal reasons why I chose this decision. I have chosen to postpone weight loss surgery.
Yes, it's not clickbait. I am going to be ending the water, or water only.
I know everybody likes to think that they're unique and that they're different to everybody else. I know Foodie does as well.
You know, getting used to our types of humor takes some getting used to, you know? So we're very unique.
But at this stage, she's just the same as all the other mukbang channels I've covered. The only difference is she's pooped in a stranger's house and then tried to clean it up with socks.
He's too much. Uh-oh. Enough of that. Sorry, guys. I was very intrigued by that. Oh, quit.
Real life as well, affecting work.
Get down.
Now be prepared, everybody, because we're about to hear
Poppy,
another
get
Foodie
out.
lie.
I haven't been completely honest with you guys, but I told you guys that I had left my job because I had a 1-year contract.
I don't really do anything right now. I mean, I was on a 1-year contract. It's in another video, and it was a maternity leave. So I was kind of just like doing contract work for a while. And so that's over with. So now I'm kind of just, you know, on unemployment.
The truth is, I was let go at my job.
Her being fired had nothing to do with her attitude or the quality of work she did. No, it was something else. Can you guess what she blamed it on? Bet you can't.
And I felt like I was doing a good job. You know what I mean? It was the type of situation where no matter what you did, there was always something. It wasn't good enough. And I have a feeling that she just didn't want me there. You know what I mean? For some reason, I don't know what. I don't know if she didn't like overweight people. She was a very health conscious person, always biking around Italy, blah, 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 eating her bean salad or whatever. And then like just, she was kind of condescending. You know what I mean?
It was fat phobia. It was fat phobia all along. I should have guessed. No, be prepared for lots of that. Lots of fat phobia blaming. She loves the victim card. Loves it. Where can I get one of them? I love the fact that she says a boss was condescending. Right
Come
after
on, guys.
she was condescending about the boss being all healthy. I like that one. Not very self-aware that time. Why she thinks it's not okay for anyone to judge her weight, her lifestyle, how she does anything, especially regarding food. But then she feels fine just talking about a boss and saying she was always healthy. She was always eating a bean salad and biking. You can't do that. Well, I mean, you can. It'll make you look like a hypocrite. Well, it won't make you look like it'll make you a hypocrite. Maybe I'm being harsh though. Maybe, I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe I'm being harsh. Maybe she was actually fired because she was fat. I can only go off Foodie's own words.
Her just always berating my work. Like, that's where I'm kind of immature. If something pisses me off and is not going right, I become very discouraged, and I just don't give a shit anymore. I started to lose motivation to come to work. So I called in sick a lot. I had a talk with my boss a little while ago that it wasn't working out. And she's like, well, I don't know what we're going to do. So I just kind of coasted along, and I thought I'll just deal with whatever happens. So my boss said, we're letting you go effective immediately.
So the boss wasn't happy with her work. So then she started to coast along, didn't care, ringing in sick. You know, she's telling us the story. Like she's the one who's been wronged here. She's the victim. There's that victim card. Anyway, even after admitting how terrible she was at her job, she still thought that she was unjustly fired.
She gave me the termination letter. I still have it. It says nothing about calling in sick, nothing about being inadequate on the job. You know what the reason was? Is that they checked to go in and out of the parking lot. You have to use your badge to swipe in and out. They checked the parking lot badge swipes, and it was determined that I had left work early on a regular basis, which is absolutely bullshit.
Now, to be fair to Foodie, that's wrong. If she never left work early, and they're firing her for that, that's ridiculous, and she should sue.
I never got out of there early. Maybe 2 or 3 minutes, you know, on occasion.
Oh, never mind. Okay.
I'm technically not supposed to talk about what happened, but
Yeah, she signed an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement. Now, I'm not no fancy city lawyer, But I'm pretty sure that's breaking the NDA, isn't it? Non-disclosure agreement. And she's disclosed everything. This whole video, her talking about being fired, I think it's perfect.
All right. So I just got the kiddos. So I'm going to cut this one short, guys, for now. And we will finish it later. Later on tonight or tomorrow. We're about halfway through. But anyways, yeah. Hang on here. We'll finish this later tonight or tomorrow. We'll see, whatever. But thank you for hanging out. What, baby?
I'm in school.
You did. But all right, guys. Love you, love you. Tippy tippies to the Cash App are extremely appreciated. Not necessary. Thank you for your time. That's the most valuable thing that you can give to anybody. So thank you very much for giving me your time. And we will finish this later tonight, or we'll finish it tomorrow. So okay. Love, 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 love. You want to say bye, Bray?
See you.
He said, see you. You want to say bye, sugar pies? Come say it. Come say it. Say bye, sugar pie.
Bye, poopies.
Poopies? That's not nice. All right. I got to get these kids fed. I will talk to you guys soon.
Can you open this?
Yes, I'll open it. Mwah. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, poopies.
Oh, my God.